Ashton Kutcher?
Yes.
Really?
Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, rude little boy.
Dear Ashton, know your secrets your role model keeps for you, ones that would end you. Did you forget I was there? You were on speakerphone the night you called Danny on February 21st, 2001.
Okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, I can't tell that one either.
I'm Raj. I'm a Bollywood producer. I had a really good 5 years where I was pretty sure that I was awesome.
He's made some pretty tone-deaf remarks about women in the workplace. He was asked a bunch of different questions and people weren't really fans of his answers.
Ashton Kutcher's journey from heartthrob to Hollywood heavyweight is far from ordinary. Behind the charming smile and successful career lies a web of dark controversies that threaten to redefine his public image. From his alleged ties to Hollywood scandals, including the mysterious deaths of Brittany Murphy and Simon Monjack, to his controversial support of convicted rapist Danny Masterson, allegations of exploitation, connections to infamous figures like Diddy, and the suspicious details surrounding the murder of his girlfriend, Ashley Ellerin, all raise troubling questions. Kutcher's rise to fame seems to be surrounded by unsettling rumors. As new revelations come to light, questions about his true role in these events are becoming harder to ignore. The truth about Ashton Kutcher might be more unsettling than anyone ever imagined.
Oh, Jackie, I've been racking my brain trying to figure out why this guy didn't hire me.
Michael, I am so tired of hearing that. You still have me.
You know what I think it is?
What?
I'm great looking and he's jealous. I'm telling you, Jackie, this body is a curse!
But besides, if you worked here, you couldn't see me whenever I wanted you to. Lover.
Ashton Kutcher, Hollywood's once beloved heartthrob, has long been a fixture in the entertainment industry. From his role as Michael Kelso in That 70s Show to his ventures in tech investments and philanthropy, Kutcher has crafted an image of charm and success. However, recent revelations have led many to question the dark underbelly of his rise to fame and his connections within Hollywood. These discoveries shed new light on his career and the controversies surrounding his personal and professional life.
Think you know Ashton Kutcher? Think again. Prepare for a shocking revelation. Ashton Kutcher. Loved by millions, but behind the charm lies a web of controversy. First, his support for Joe Paterno during the Penn State abuse scandal. Ashton tweeted in disgust when Paterno was fired, seemingly overlooking the gravity of the abuse. He quickly deleted the tweet, but the damage was done. Then, there's his connection to Danny Masterson. They starred together in That 70s Show, but Masterson was later convicted of. Ashton's silence during the scandal raised eyebrows, leaving many questioning his loyalty to victims. These aren't just minor slip-ups. They're moments that make us rethink the man behind the Hollywood smile.
One of the most chilling aspects of Kutcher's past lies in his connection to the murder of Ashley Ellerin, his girlfriend, in 2001. Ellerin was brutally stabbed 47 times by Michael Gargiulo, the infamous Hollywood Ripper. Kutcher, who was supposed to meet her that evening, his actions that night, waiting outside rather than calling for help, have raised questions about his involvement or knowledge of the crime. Some speculate that Kutcher may have left the scene to avoid being implicated, a theory that continues to linger.
Bixler, who dated Danny back in the day, but who has since come forward as one of several women to claim he SA'd her, took to IG this weekend to call out Ashton. In response to the letters, Chrissy posted on Instagram, "Dear Ashton, I know the secrets your role model keeps for you, ones that would end you. Did you forget I was there? You were on speakerphone that night you called Danny on February 21st, 2001. Apparently, fans have received word that Ashton isn't exactly as innocent as he would like us to believe. I hear everything. I heard the plan. In my opinion, you're just as sick as your mentor," she said. The date Chrissy is referencing is the night Ashton's then-girlfriend, Ashley Ellerin, was unalived in her Hollywood Hills apartment. Ashton had called her several times that night and ended up visiting her at her home. He later testified that he spotted liquid on the ground through the window, which he thought was red wine, but it turned out to be blood. After assuming she wasn't home, Kutcher left Ashley's apartment.
Another dark chapter in Kutcher's career is tied to the mysterious death of actress Brittany Murphy. Her husband, Simon Monjack, died 5 months later under eerily similar conditions, fueling even more speculation. Despite their brief relationship, Kutcher has been drawn into the narrative, with some questioning his role in or knowledge of the events leading to Murphy's death.
I was around Ashton Kutcher and Diddy before, and they were speaking about Brittany Murphy. And I don't think I ever told this story, and I'm about to tell this story here. While he was married to Demi Moore, he was still sneaking around seeing Brittany Murphy. You understand? We were going to Nets game, so we picked him up, and he was explaining to Diddy that every time he goes to Brittany's house, paparazzi always catches him or almost catch him coming out her apartment or coming out the building. Diddy was telling him that's either the doorman or your security, you know what I'm saying? And he was still married to Demi Moore at the time. So you could have something, you could be right. Because it's crazy how they said her and Kim and some other individual with them or around them all died of pneumonia and they were in perfect health.
It just gave me the shivers, that, because how can these two people be around the same people but die of the same death? Is it a case of the stories that are going to expose them?
Kutcher's name has also been linked to concerns about child exploitation in Hollywood. In 2003, footage surfaced showing Kutcher and Diddy interacting with young actress Daveigh Chase, who was only 12 years old at the time. The video raised red flags about the environment of Hollywood parties and the potential for child exploitation.
Nonetheless, this man is capable of some really nasty things to young people. So, you know, if Davey did go to that party that night, what the hell could have happened?
Hey, oh my gosh, this is so wrong.
I mean, the fact that he has to give her a little boost to get up to reach the mic says it all for me.
Doing so good.
I just want to say,
Wait, I wonder if that was planned for them to come in and like coddle her. Like, you're doing so good. I mean, she's an actress. She knows what she's doing.
everyone will suffer. Do you remember worried?
Oh, this is when he asks her, like, oh, after party. And actually, you know what's even weirder? I want to back this up a little bit. The way that he approaches her. Look at him. Look at him. Oh my gosh, look at it in reverse. Ew, I hate reverse things. Everyone in reverse looks like a reptile. Okay, we see her. Why is she looking up at Ashton? Like, are they talking? I'm like, not me over here analyzing every single move. But look at him walking up to her like she's like a model. Now, as Diddy is facing multiple lawsuits, the resurfaced video has drawn sharp public concern. Social media users have expressed discomfort, labeling the interaction sick and gross.
People think the video is very weird that a grown adult is asking a child about an after party and then getting excited after she nods yeah. She was such an amazing actress that picked up some really good movies, so I just hope she's okay now. With all the new Diddy stuff coming out now, I just hope this girl was protected.
The resurfacing of this footage comes at a time when Diddy, a powerful figure in the entertainment world, faces mounting allegations of sex trafficking and abuse. His connections to Kutcher and their shared social circles have prompted questions about how much Kutcher knew or was involved in these dark activities.
Diddy and Ashton Kutcher. Did you know that they're really good friends? And now Ashton is expecting a subpoena connected to the raid at Diddy's house? Unbelievable. We also have some Instagram video to show you from Misa Hilton, who is former girlfriend of Diddy's, mother of Justin Dior, one of his sons. She described what happened as she posted this as being overzealous, militarized search that took place here. Some very graphic video of what really happened. Meanwhile, the Daily Mail is reporting that Ashton Kutcher is expecting a subpoena over his good friend Sean Diddy Combs as part of the hip-hop mogul's trafficking investigation, just months after he and his wife, Mila Kunis, were shunned for supporting convicted rapist Danny Masterson. Remember that? So I think they're going to shy away from this one. They've been friends for decades.
Despite these allegations, both Kutcher and Diddy have remained fixtures in Hollywood, prompting further scrutiny of the entertainment industry's handling of such serious issues.
Kutcher testified he left when Ellerin didn't answer her door. He assumed she was upset and departed without him because he was late. Ellerin's roommate found her the next morning, brutally stabbed to death. Prosecutors describe Gargiulo as a methodical and systematic killer. He's accused of attacking at least 4 women, 3 in California and 1 in Illinois. 2 of his California victims, including Ellerin, died.
Now, it's important for you to know that no one's accusing Ashton Kutcher of murdering anybody. Let's make sure we're very clear on that. There's some spin out there, people trying to imply that. No, what people are trying to imply is that because Ashton Kutcher wasn't honest during this period, we're going to explain what the accusations against him are. This guy, Michael, the serial killer, was able to go do it again because the cops weren't able to actually process the case because they knew Ashton Kutcher was indeed lying. So what was he lying about? Well, here's Chrissy Bixler, who's coming in, who was dating Danny Masterson at the time. Dear Ashton, know your secrets. Your role model keeps for you ones that would end you. Did you forget I was there? You were on speakerphone the night you called Danny on February 21st, 2001. I heard everything. I heard the plan. In my opinion, you're just as sick as your mentor.
In recent years, Ashton Kutcher and his wife Mila Kunis have found themselves at the center of a media storm due to their support for their former That 70s Show co-star Danny Masterson. Masterson was convicted of 2 counts of in 2023, and the public's backlash against Kutcher and Kunis intensified when it was revealed that the couple had written character letters in support of him.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
A couple months ago, Danny's family reached out to us and they asked us to write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years so that the judge could take that into full consideration relative to the sentencing.
The letters were not written to question the legitimacy of the judicial system or the validity of the jury's ruling.
They were intended for the judge to read and not to undermine the testimony of the victims or re-traumatize them in any way. We would never want to do that. And we're sorry if that has taken place.
Our heart goes out to every single person who's ever been a victim of sexual assault, sexual abuse, or
Many viewed their actions as hypocritical, given that Kutcher runs the Thorn organization, which works against child exploitation. This incident raised uncomfortable questions about their judgment and their loyalty to a friend over the victims of sexual assault.
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are being cancelled right now. This stems from the revelation of a letter they wrote in support of their friend and fellow actor Danny Masterson, who has been convicted of Masterson had shared the screen with the married couple in the TV series That 70s Show. Recently, letters written on behalf of Masterson were made public, wherein Kutcher and Kunis had appealed to the judge for leniency in his sentencing. Following the public exposure of their letter, Kutcher and Kunis promptly issued an apology through their official Instagram account. The response on social media was swift and harsh. Many individuals criticized the couple, prompting them to disable the comments on their posts due to concerns about the overwhelming negative feedback. Some accused them of hypocritically claiming support for victims of assault while backing their friend Masterson.
Kutcher's journey to fame was a unique one. After a brief stint in modeling, he found success as a sitcom actor. His role in That 70s Show propelled him to stardom, and his career seemed destined for more. However, Kutcher's ambitions extended beyond acting, as he became an influential figure in the tech world. His business acumen allowed him to diversify his career, but his personal life has always attracted as much attention as his professional one.
Stop thinking of Ashton Kutcher as just an actor. Let's talk about his tech empire. Yeah, you heard that right. Ashton Kutcher, the guy from That 70s Show, is now a big deal in Silicon Valley. So, how did he do it? In 2010, Ashton co-founded A-Grade Investments. He invested early in companies like Uber, Airbnb, and Spotify. His secret? Spotting potential and taking risks. But wait, there's more. Ashton didn't just throw money around. He studied the tech world, learning from the best. He even became a product engineer at Lenovo. Talk about commitment. Today, Ashton Kutcher's tech investments are worth millions. He's proof that with curiosity, guts, and a bit of Hollywood charm, you can conquer any industry. So next time you think of Ashton Kutcher, remember, he's not just a pretty face on the screen. He's a tech mogul making waves in Silicon Valley.
Kutcher's rise to fame wasn't without its dark sides. Hollywood, with its complex web of powerful individuals, often thrives on secrecy. Kutcher's involvement with figures like Diddy and his presence at controversial parties have led to speculation about the nature of his rise in the industry. The power structures within Hollywood are often opaque, and many of these connections, both personal and professional, remain shrouded in mystery. Kutcher's success raises uncomfortable questions about the price of fame and the compromises people are willing to make to achieve it.
Reconfirmation of the use of Pentagon budget.
Hollywood was created by the CIA. The Pentagon has a budget for film. There's an entire department in the Pentagon. They get involved with films, and they get involved with films for the purpose of they always have.
Hollywood is not really there to entertain you. It is something that is important to all civilizations.
Pentagon Department for Hollywood, even Transformers, because they're concerned about certain narratives, world film. How are we telling a story about history? It's because we're lying about what we did or trying not to make Americans aware of the against humanity that we commit overseas.
Black Hawk Down, Red Dawn, GoldenEye.
The more you know. Now you understand your experience in theaters is what your government wants you to think. They want you to think that this is how things happen, and it's usually not at all how things have actually happened.
Our films are being used to prepare the populace for technology, agendas, children's films pushing their ideologies.
Kutcher's philanthropic work through the Thorn Foundation, which focuses on combating human trafficking, initially seemed like a noble endeavor. However, the scrutiny surrounding his personal actions, especially his support for Masterson, has caused many to question the authenticity of his efforts.
I made a pledge that I was going to start fighting human trafficking.
Yeah.
And I started a foundation called Thorn with my ex-wife, and we're building digital tools to fight human trafficking. So basically, like the purchase and the commerce for human trafficking is happening online, just like everything else now. And so we're building digital tools to fight back against it. And we've built a tool to help law enforcement prioritize their caseload and recover victims and find traffickers. And we've found and we've identified and recovered over 6,000 trafficking victims this year. And
your goal was 5, and you got 6.
And,
right? That's
and
fantastic.
we found identified and recovered 2,000 traffickers. And our next battle, I'm going to make a pledge that I'm going to eliminate child pornography from the internet.
Wow.
And so you can help me get that message out.
Is Kutcher truly invested in the cause, or is his involvement a way to build a positive public image? The dissonance between his public persona as a child trafficking advocate and his controversial actions has led to a re-evaluation of his character.
Ashton Kutcher is stepping down as the chairman of Thorn, the anti-sex abuse organization he founded in 2009 alongside his then-wife, Demi Moore. The move comes after the actor and his wife, Mila Kunis, received backlash for their letters of support for Danny Masterson, who was convicted of raping 2 women. On Friday, the organization announced the change in their leadership in a statement released to Access Hollywood. Thorn also shared the letter Ashton sent to the board on Thursday, which reads, quote, "After my wife and I spent several days of listening, personal reflection, learning, and conversations with survivors and the employees and leadership at Thorn, I have determined the responsible thing for me to do is resign as chairman of the board effective immediately. I cannot allow my error in judgment to distract from our efforts and the children we serve."
Kutcher and Kunis's relationship has been another focal point of public interest. The couple has built a brand around their marriage, portraying themselves as the perfect Hollywood couple. The public nature of their marriage has led to questions about whether it is more of a marketing strategy than a true partnership. Their carefully cultivated image has been tested by the controversies surrounding their support of Masterson and their ties to other problematic figures.
When did it dawn on you that it was okay to be married? Because you had said, I'm probably never going to be married. Is Ashton that? Well, first of all, he's very hot, right?
He's very attractive.
Right. And so why not lock in and marry him? I mean, who's better than him, right?
You know, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, I think it took my parents by surprise. I think it took everybody by surprise when I was like, yeah, I want to do this. I think it took him and I both by surprise. We started dating with the idea we both were never going to get married.
Especially he just got out of his marriage.
Exactly. So he just got out of a marriage. I got out of a long relationship. I was single and having the best time ever. And I was
dating.
like, totally dating, having a great time. And I was like, I'm never getting married. He's like, great, neither am I. And we're like shaking hands on it. We're like, life is great.
Yeah.
A year later, we're like, tomorrow, let's get, like, it just...
Ashton Kutcher's fall from grace serves as a stark reminder of the dark side of fame. The entertainment industry, often glorified for its glamour and success, is rife with controversies that remain hidden from the public eye. Kutcher's connection to various scandals has raised important questions about the price of success in Hollywood. His public image, once pristine, has been irrevocably damaged by his past actions and the controversies surrounding his rise to fame.
Now, rumor has it, Ashton's past remarks might have landed him in some seriously hot water. We're talking federal investigators with a keen interest in what exactly went down at those infamous Diddy parties Ashton hinted at but never fully spilled the tea on. So, yeah, Ashton's finding himself in some sticky situations lately. From dodging spicy questions to dealing with fallout from past support, it's a wild ride for him. But hey, if he was able to close an eye for his friend Danny, why wouldn't he do the same for Diddy? This is what makes the whole situation even shadier. But one thing is for sure, after all the backlash they faced with Danny, they're going to stay quiet now.
Despite the growing body of evidence linking Kutcher to various controversies, many questions remain unanswered. Was he involved in any of the darker dealings in Hollywood, or is he simply a victim of circumstance? How much did he know about the crimes surrounding him, and what role, if any, did he play in covering them up? The public's fascination with these unanswered questions will likely persist as long as Kutcher remains in the spotlight.
Personally, I have my own theories, but I'm not gonna go claiming them on the internet without any clear evidence. The only claim that I'm gonna make is that Megan Fox deleted all of her Instagram posts. Usher tried to delete all of his Twitter posts, but he kind of failed at it. And all you other Hollywood criminals and psychos, you can try, but it's too late. It's all coming down around you. 2024 is the year that all lies will be exposed.
Is in Lizzie McGuire. She also has an album out. She's going to be in a movie called Cheaper by the Dozen. And she's one of the girls that we're all
was that show Punk?
forward to turn 18. Along with the Olsen twins. Any 15-year-old.
Yo.
Along with the Olsen twins.
Bro. What do you do if you see a dead body in a house?
Call 911 immediately. Not run and call your publicist.
It remains to be seen what the future holds for Ashton Kutcher's career. Despite the scandals and controversies, he has proven himself to be a resilient figure in Hollywood, continuously reinventing himself. However, his past may ultimately overshadow his future endeavors. The public's perception of him has changed, and it may take a significant amount of time for him to rebuild his image, if that is even possible.
Meanwhile, Hollywood's golden couple faces a storm they may not survive. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis have long been adored for their charm, relatability, and philanthropy, but recent events have turned public sentiment against them, leaving us questioning the authenticity of their image. Social media exploded with hashtags calling for accountability, and their public apologies did little to quell the outrage. Instead, the apologies only fueled the anger. This could very well lead to a reopening of the investigation, especially as more pieces of the puzzle fall into place. But we want to hear from you. What do you guys think about all of this? Do you believe Mila's revelations will lead to justice for Brittany?
Ashton Kutcher's journey through Hollywood is a cautionary tale of fame, fortune, and the compromises that come with it. His rise to prominence may have been marred by questionable actions and associations, but it serves as a reminder of the complexities of the entertainment industry. As new discoveries continue to surface, the public's perception of Kutcher is likely to remain in flux, and the mysteries surrounding his career will continue to spark curiosity.
This headline reads, Ashton Kutcher and his wife Mila Kunis have been froze out of Hollywood. Honestly, about time. They say that Los Angeles is the city of dreams, but in Ashton and Mila's case, it's becoming the city of nightmares. Now we're told the couple are seriously considering a fresh break in hopes that they can finally put an end to the backlash that's been railed against them. Right now, Ashton and Mila are kind of giving me like Jennifer Lopez vibes, maybe like Blake Lively energy. Essentially, they've dug their own grave, they've created their own problems, and now they're like, oh, pity me, nobody likes me anymore. This source claims the couple are feeling exacerbated. Poor Ashton and Mila.
So what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more updates, and hit that bell so you never miss a thing.